Hello everyone, very good afternoon to all of you. कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग? I hope your study is going really good. SBI Clerk mains exam is around the corner, and I hope your preparation is up to the mark. So let the other student join the session, then we can start from 3 p.m. sharp. We are not going to wait anything further because this session is going to be a long session. Okay, and we are going to cover the entire current past 6 months current affairs in this one video, and this is actually a one short video. Okay, so can you hear me? Yes, no, guys? Am I audible, visible to all of you? This video is actually going to be a one short video. It is going to be a long video, but in this we are going to cover the entire 6 months current affairs, and the probability of the questions coming from these sessions are very high. Okay, so please focus on this news. Focus on the keyword, whichever keywords I'm marking, please note it down, because these keywords is only going to help you solve the MCQ, right? And see guys, we are going to be very quick in these things because we have to cover a lot of news. So please understand whichever words I'm trying to mark it down. What thing you have to remember, I'm going to tell you each and everything in this video. So please take your notebook, your pen with you, start writing. All right, and we are going to cover in this sequence the international news, the national news, banking, finance, economy, then schemes, defense, science and tech, and the miscellaneous news, right? And the PDF of this session you are going to get at my Telegram channel. The name of the Telegram channel is GA by Yash sir. Okay, I'm writing it here. Okay, just a minute. So GA by Yash sir. Okay, so you are going to get the PDF of this video in my Telegram channel. Okay, all right. Chalo. Now let's start the session. Okay, it is 2:58. Please wait. We are going to wait for 2 more minutes, and then we are going to start the session. All right, guys. Again, I'm telling you one more thing. See, it is good to attempt 15 question with 90% accuracy than to attempt 25-30 question with 40% accuracy. Okay, so please focus on the accuracy. It is going to impact your number a lot. And see, in the previous result we have seen, just for the IBPS and the RRBs, we have seen that those students who are doing with more accuracy now, they are clearing this exam very easily, right? So please focus on the accuracy part. It is going to be very impactful for your ultimate result. All right, and how's your preparation going, guys? Those who are watching, how are you? All right, all right. So we'll start at 3 p.m. sharp. Hi guys, hello everyone. All right, so guys, the session would be a little bit fast paced. Okay, but please focus on the keywords I'm mentioning. Write it down. Okay, and the PDFs you're going to get at my Telegram channel, GA by Yes Sir, right? So don't worry about the PDF things. All right, very good, very good. Definitely you're going to get many questions from these sessions. Okay, because we are covering the past 6 months current affair in just one video, right? And this is actually a one short video, not a compilation of different things, right? Chalo, let's start. It's 3 p.m. So let's start the session. So we'll be starting with all the international news from, and since we are covering from November 2024 till March 2025. Okay, chalo. So the first news was Economic World Freedom Report. Okay, so in this, Hong Kong regains the title as the world's largest freest economy from Singapore, and India was ranked 84. Now what you have to remember in this is, first of all, the name of the report. The name of the report is Economic Freedom of the World Report. Okay, it is an annual report, and which country has topped the list or topped the report? It is Hong Kong. Freest economy means where government intervention is minimum and market intervention is more, which is based more on demand and supply rather than government intervention. So Hong Kong is at number 1. Switzerland is at number 2, right? Third is New Zealand, and then United States of America, right? So Hong Kong is at number 1. Second is Singapore. third is Switzerland, fourth is New Zealand, and then USA. They can give you the ranking also, that out of these countries, which are the top 5 countries. Okay, and please remember the rank of India. India was ranked 84th. Which was the last country? Venezuela. Okay, so what are the things that you have to remember? Number 1 country, Hong Kong. India is ranked 84th, and if you can remember, please remember the second and third one also. So Singapore and Switzerland. Okay, that's it. Let's move on to the next one. India, France appointed President and Co-President of International Solar Alliance. So understand one thing, International Solar Alliance was formed in 2015 during the Paris Climate Agreement. And as of now, as of for the time 2024 till 2026, who is going to be the president? There will be 2 presidents, France and India. Okay. So please remember France and India. These are the keywords you have to remember. Okay, equal to International Solar Alliance, right? And France has won this by defeating Grenada, which is a Caribbean nation. All right, and this the venue where this happened was New Delhi, right? So what are the things you have to remember? Just one line: France and India is the co-president of International Solar Alliance. So if see, I'm only focusing on the MCQs, so, sorry, the keywords, so that you can solve the MCQ. I'm not here to give you the detail; it is not at all required. Focus on the keyword so that you can solve the MCQ in the exam. That's it. Okay, chalo, let's start. Well, let's move on. Second is Brazil becomes the second BRICS country to not join the China's Belt and Road Initiative. Okay, so which was the first country? So it was basically India only. Right? We decided not to join the Belt and Road Initiative of China because it is going to hamper our national sovereignty. So which is the second country? Brazil. All right. So one more thing which you have to remember is, right now BRICS have total how many nations? Total 10 nations. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Please remember it. Why? Because recently there were new addition. Okay. Now the new 5 countries were Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Indonesia and UAE. Indonesia is the 10th country to join the BRICS. Alright. So please remember this thing. Alright. We are going to cover this thing in the upcoming news also. Alright. So this is the keyword. 10 countries of BRICS. Please remember all the names. The original 5 BRICS plus EEIIU. Okay. EEIIU is the 5 more countries which have joined the BRICS. Okay. Chalo. So about BRICS, you should know some fact that it was founded in 2009. South Africa joined in 2010. And the countries which are the member of BRICS, they represent 25% of global GDP and 40% of global population. Do you have to remember this? No. Alright. Chalo. Next is the Conference of Parties 2029. So it happened where? So you have to remember the venue. So venue was Baku, which is the capital of Azerbaijan. Okay. So COP29 of what? Of UNFCCC, United Nations Framework for Climate Change Convention. Okay. So the COP29 of UNFCCC happened where? In Baku, which is the capital of Azerbaijan. Right. And this is also known as the finance COP because in this COP they were focusing on climate finance. Right. And in this they have a goal that they have to extract $100 billion annually from the developed nation. This is their target. Okay, so you have to remember the target, you have to remember the theme, and you have to remember the venue. Alright, guys, the English is very simple, and try to focus on it, and you can easily understand. It is not very hi-fi English I am speaking here. Very simple is English it is, anyone can understand this. Alright. Just focus on the keywords. Even if you don't know good English now, just focus on the keywords which I am writing, which I am marking. Just note it down, you are good to go. Okay? Chalo. So what is this UNFCCC? So it is basically it is an annual session which is focusing on climate change, right? And the most famous one was actually it started in 1992. Okay, and that summit was known as the Earth Summit. Okay, which is also known as it happened in where? In Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Some of the most important one was 2015, which was known as the Paris Climate Agreement. Okay, it was the COP21, and the latest one was COP29, which happened in Baku. COP30, where it is going to happen? Please remember, Belém, Brazil. Brazil COP30 is going to happen. Please remember, Brazil is one of the most important country. Why? Because you are going to see now. COP30 is going to happen. Then you will see that BRICS summit is going to happen. Then the one more summit is going to happen only in Brazil, the G20, I believe. Okay, so please remember, whenever you see option Brazil, na, please mark it in the exam, right? If it is asking about any kind of venue. Next is the 16th meeting of the Convention of Biological Diversity (COP), which happened in Cali, Colombia. Just like UNFCCC has Conference of Parties, which was COP29. Similarly, Convention on Biological Diversity, they also have this annual session. Okay, so this was COP16 of CBD. COP16. So what you have to remember, first of all, again the venue. So venue was where? Cali, Colombia. Okay, what was the theme? Theme was peace with nature, right? Just like UNFCCC, it focuses on climate change. The Convention on Biological Diversity, it focuses on the flora, fauna, and the ecosystem, right? So please remember this thing. And in this, the first ever global ecosystem atlas was launched. These two things you have to remember: the venue, the theme, and the name of the atlas. All right, is it clear? Yes, no, guys? Are we going too fast or is it okay? Are we going too fast or the speed is fine? We can continue. Tell me yes, no. Chalo, I hope the speed is fine. Hai na? So you should know about IUCN. This is an environmental organization. It was established in 1948. The headquarters is Gland, Switzerland, and the president of IUCN is Razan Al Mubarak. Okay. Also about United Nations, you should remember the Secretary General is Antonio Guterres and the headquarters is New York. All right. Chalo. Next is India joins AREN AP Steering Committee. What is this AREN AP? AREN AP is Asset Recovery Interagency Network of Asia and Pacific. And it is going to be the president also. So India has joined this steering committee also and assumed the presidency of AREN also. And this AREN is basically related with asset recovery. Okay. So what are the things you have to remember? India is now the president of AREN AP Steering Committee, which focuses on what? Asset recovery. All right. And India is going to assume the president in 2026. Right. So please remember this thing. Right. AREN AP India President 2026. These are the three words you have to remember. How they can ask you the question that recently which country has assumed the presidency of AREN AP? So India is the country. Okay. Chalo. What is this Asset Recovery Interagency Network? First of all, it is located in Seoul, which is the capital of South Korea. Okay. Purpose is what? To facilitate the exchange of information regarding any companies or individual who are doing unlawful activities, so that the banks become alert, we are not going to give them the loan. Okay. And as of now, there are 28 members. Three things you have to remember: the venue, the location, the function, and how many members are there about AREN AP. Chalo. Next is India and Seychelles signed MOU for collaboration in auditing. So they can ask you a question that, and see, this person is Mr. Girish Chandra Murmu. Okay, he was the ex-Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Now he has also been replaced. We are going to see who is the new CAG. If you know who is the present CAG, the new CAG of India, mention in the comment section. Okay, who is the new CAG of India? Okay. So recently, which country has signed a MOU with India for collaboration in auditing? So correct answer is Seychelles. Okay. So let's say this is India, this is Sri Lanka. Here we have the Seychelles Island. Okay. So from India, our ex-CAG, Mr. Girish Chandra Murmu, he attended this thing. Okay. So please remember the name of the country: India, Seychelles, auditing MOU. This is your one-liner current affairs. See, my purpose here is to convert that entire news into a one-liner thing so that you can easily memorize it. Okay. Chalo. Next is India and Japan signed agreement to stealth unicorn mast for Navy warship. So they are developing this unicorn mast, okay, which is going to help the Navy ships to function more better and to avoid them to coming on radar system. Okay, so which two countries have collaborated? India plus Japan. This unicorn mast. Okay, what it is this? So it is a basically a military technology transfer pact, right? So please remember this thing, and it has been developed by Bharat Electronics Limited, Bell. Okay, so please remember this thing, right? What are the keywords here? India and Japan, unicorn, okay, then Bharat Electronics Limited. These three things you have to understand. And see, this question has already been asked in the IBPS PO mains. So it is very, very important. Okay. Also, guys, you can scan this QR code to join my Telegram channel, right? Is it okay? चलो सर इसका पीडीएफ भी दीजिएगा. Yes, 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 definitely you are going to get the PDF at my Telegram channel. Okay, don't worry. So next is India and IEA. What is IEA? International Energy Agency. They have signed a MOU for cooperation in critical minerals. Okay, so what are the keywords? Who two have collaborated? India and International Energy Agency. Now you will tell me what is the headquarters. What is the headquarters of International Energy Agency? International Energy Agency. What is the headquarter of this? You will tell me in the comment section. Everyone, quickly. So first keyword is India and IEA. Second keyword is MOU on critical minerals. What are critical minerals? For example, lithium, which are important for the Indian economy as well as the safety. Lithium is used for EV vehicles, right? Cobalt is there, right? So please remember this thing. Okay, and this was actually cleared by the Union Cabinet on 3rd of October 2024. So first keyword India and IEA, second is critical mineral, all right, and please remember the example. Also tell me, yes, Hardeep Rawal is saying Sanjay Murthy, okay. International Energy Agency, yes, 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 very good, very good, very good. Chalo. So Paris, France is the headquarter of International Energy Agency. It was founded in 1974. Okay, so please remember this thing, and it focuses on energy security, economic growth, and environmental sustainability. Right? Chali. Next is AM Green Kakinada Cluster joins World Economic Forum's Transitioning Industrial Cluster Initiative. Now this is a big title. What you have to remember and what is the news is about all about? First thing is which cluster? So the cluster's name is AM Green Kakinada Cluster. Where it is located? It is located in Andhra Pradesh, right? And what actually it has done? So it has joined the World Economic Forum's initiative for sustainable industrial practices. It has become the first cluster to become a zero emission cluster. Okay, AM Green Kakinada of Andhra Pradesh. And what it has joined? It has joined the World Economic Forum's network. Okay, so please remember this thing, right? So remember this thing. And what was the investment? $3 billion. It is going to get invested to become a carbon free zone. So three things. First is the name, second thing is location, and third thing is what it has done. Three words you have to remember. All right. So how they are going to ask the question in the exam? So out of this energy industrial cluster, which has recently achieved the first zero emission cluster, so it is the Green Kakinada one. Okay. Chalo. So what is this transitioning industrial cluster initiative? First of all, it is the initiative of World Economic Forum. You will tell me the headquarter of World Economic Forum in the comment section. Tell me. So it is basically a collaboration. Na? This transitioning industrial cluster initiative. It is a collaboration with Accenture and the Electrical Power Research Institute. So how the companies or the industry, they are shifting towards more renewable sources to decarbonize the economy. Do you have to remember this? No, just remember it is an initiative of World Economic Forum. That's it. And what is the headquarter of World Economic Forum? Quickly. Yes, 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 yes. Davos, Switzerland, right? Chalo. Next is Republic of Armenia joins the International Solar Alliance as the 104th full member. Since we are covering from November na, it was the older news. Okay, it joined in around November and December. But later also, one more country has joined. We are going to see in the upcoming slides. So, which country has joined? Armenia. What it has joined? International Solar Alliance. Which number? 104th. Three keywords you have to remember. And recently, Paraguay was the 100th full member of International Solar Alliance. Right? International Solar Alliance, it was started in the COP21 Paris. Okay, in 2015. And it was actually founded by India and France. And focus is what? To promote solar energy and to basically invest 1,000 billion US dollar in the solar energy research, right? So please remember this thing. Chalo, right? Next is the 19th G20 summit. It is going to held in Brazil. So again, Brazil is again very important. First of all, what was there? I have told you the 30th COP 30th of UNFCCC. Okay, and again the G20 summit is going to happen in Brazil, right? So it has already happened. We are covering the November month. All right. So the 19th G20 summit happened in Brazil. What was the theme? Theme was building a just world and a sustainable planet. So second keyword is this thing, right? So please remember this one. And the next G20th G20 summit, it is going to happen in Johannesburg, South Africa in 2025. So please remember these three facts about the G20 summit. All right. Chalo. So what is this G20? It was actually founded in 1999. As of now, there are 19 countries and the European Union. Okay. And it represents 85% of the global GDP. Right. India presided the G20 summit in 2023, and it was where? In Srinagar. So please remember this one also. Chalo. Next is Oxford picks brain rot as 2024's top word. Brain rot. Which has picked? Oxford. So one student was asking me, sir, what Merriam-Webster has also picked some word. So that was what? Polarization. We are going to cover all these things. Hai na? Please wait. Be patient. So Oxford has picked brain rot as the 2024 top word. What does this brain rot means? It basically means excessive consumption of low quality online content. So whatever you are scrolling, na, the Instagram, the YouTube shorts, all these things, these are basically low quality online content, right? Just remember this one. No need to remember all these things. Okay, chalo. Next is UNESCO recognizes traditional Japanese sake making as intangible cultural heritage. Intangible means which you cannot touch. Okay, which you cannot touch. Tangible means like bottles and everything, but the process is intangible. Okay. So this Japanese sake making, na, this has been recognized as intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO. All right. So it is basically a brewing tradition. So they use this tradition, and this is 1,000 years old, and they use this tradition to make this alcohol and other stuff. Okay, and they use this thing to export also, right? So please remember UNESCO Japanese sake as intangible cultural heritage. Three things you have to remember. Okay, chalo. Guys, do let me know if you are moving faster. Do let me know, and if the speed is fine, give me a thumbs up. If the speed is fine, just give me a thumbs up, those who are watching. Chalo. Right? So this is the Japanese sake making. Okay. Remember this one. Chalo. Next is Finland unveils world's first national soundscape named Anya. So what is this soundscape? So it is basically, so during this 107th Independence Day of Finland, there was a compilation of sounds and voices. Okay. Which was known as Anya. And it was composed by Lauri Pora. Please remember the composer name, Lauri Pora. The name of the album is Anya, and country it is related with is Finland, right? So three things you have to remember. And what does this soundscape reflect, or it is about? So it is about the Finland's landscape, season, and cultural heritage, right? Finland is a very beautiful country, right? So this sound is all about the landscape, season, and the cultural heritage of Finland. Composer's name, the name of the album, two things you have to remember, and the name of the country, three things. Okay, chalo. Next is India assumes the first time chairmanship of the 68th UNCND. Now this is a 5-star news. The probability of this news to come in your exam is very, very high. What is this UNCND? So it is basically United Nations Commission on Narcotics Drugs. Okay, and this is the 68th session. And who is the president? India. India for the very first time has taken the chairmanship of UNCND 68th session. And who is the representative from India? The ambassador, Mr. S.S. Kumaran. Okay, so what are the keywords? UNCND 68th session, chairmanship, India, and the representative S.S. Kumaran. That's it. Now, one more thing you have to remember is the venue. Always remember the meeting's venue, where it was taken place, right? So it was Vienna, Austria. Okay, chal. So this UNCND, it is basically a commission, right, under the Economic and Social Council, which look after the drug trafficking and organized crime. Okay, chal. Next is Moldova joined the International Solar Alliance. So now we have recently seen that Armenia has joined the International Solar Alliance, but later Moldova has also joined the International Solar Alliance as the 105th full member. 104th was Armenia. Okay, and what was the purpose of International Solar Alliance? To mobilize $1,000 billion by 2030 in solar investment. Okay, so please remember this thing. And International Solar Alliance, when it was formed in 2015 during the COP21 or the Paris Climate Agreement. And who is the president and the co-president of International Solar Alliance for 2024 and 26? India and France. The original founder is now the president and the co-president. Okay, chalo. Next is the 16th UNCCD conference. Okay, UNCCD is basically was United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. Okay, desertification. So please don't get confused. We have recently seen the COP29 held in Baku. It was UNFCCC's convention. We have recently seen the UNCBD convention, COP16, where it happened, Cali, Colombia. Now UNCCD, COP16, it happened in Riyadh. So please remember this thing. Okay, so where it was happened, the venue was Riyadh. The theme was Our Land, Our Future. And what is the purpose of this thing? UNCCD, it basically focuses on desertification or land degradation, right? So please remember this thing. And as per this report, land dryness report which was released, 77.6% of Earth's land has become drier over the past 3 decades. Okay. Also, India has presented this Aravali Green project. Now, this is very important. If you can see the map of India now, let me tell you. Right, so this is Rajasthan, and here there is Aravali mountain range like this. So along the Aravali mountain, they are planting trees. So this is the Great Green Wall. So it will avoid that this entire area is desert. So this green wall, it is going to stop the desertification or land degradation to move here. Okay, so that is the Aravali Green Wall project. So what do you have to remember? Remember the venue, the theme, okay, and the name of the event, UNCCD COP16. That's it. Next is Prime Minister Narendra Modi visit to Kuwait. So in December 2024, he visited Kuwait and he got the highest civilian honor of Kuwait. The name of the award was the Order of Mubarak Al Kabir, right? So please remember this thing. And they've talked about strategic partnership, focus on IT pharma. But here, what you have to remember, which highest civilian award, which country has given the highest civilian award to Prime Minister Narendra Modi in December 2024? Correct answer is Kuwait. Okay, so please remember this thing. That's it. Chalo. Next is Trump appoints Sri Ram Krishnan as the senior AI policy advisor. So we have seen that recently Donald Trump has become the new president of United States, and during his appointment of his entire team, he has appointed Mr. Please remember the name, Sri Ram Krishnan. This is the person, Sri Ram Krishnan. Okay, he is the senior AI policy advisor. He is from India. He has done his education from the SRM University, Katankulathar, Tamil Nadu. Okay, just remember the name, Sri Ram Krishnan. Okay, chalo. Next is China approves the construction of world's largest hydropower dam. Where? On the Brahmaputra river. Who is creating the highest world largest hydropower? China. On which river? Brahmaputra. Right? So the river is also known as Yarlung Zangpo. When Brahmaputra, it actually originates from this from Tibet. So in Tibet, it is known as Yarlung Zangpo, right? And this entire dam, it has costed $137 billion. And how much energy it is going to create? 300 billion kilowatt hour. And it is bigger than the Three Gorges Dam. So right now the biggest dam is Three Gorges Dam of China. But this upcoming dam, it is going to be 3 times bigger than the Three Gorges Dam. Alright. So please remember the name of the river, the amount. Okay. That's it. Chalo. Next is Indonesia joins BRIC as the 10th full-time member. I have already told you. Okay. So in January, okay. So Indonesia has joined as the 10th full-time member. Right. So now BRICS is basically what? BRICS plus IIEU. Okay. So please remember this thing. Right. And it is going to strengthen the ties with the emerging countries also. Right. So please remember. So now this entire grouping is known as what? BRICS plus. Okay. Chalo. Okay. Next is India became a member of UNCEBD. What is this UNCEBD? Understand this thing? United Nations Committee of Experts on Big Data and Data Science for Official Statistics. Basically, UNCBD, it is looking after big data analytics for statistics purpose. And India has joined this organization. Why? Because in India, we have a very famous statistical institute that is known as Indian Statistical Institute, based out of Kolkata. Right? And India has a global influence in statistics and data. Right? Also, India has become the member of the United Nations Statistical Council in 2024. Right? So UNCEBD, it is related with big data and statistics. These are your two keywords, and the third one is UNCEBD, and India has joined this thing. Remember this much. All right. Chalo. So this UNCEBD, it was established in 2014. Focuses on what? Big data for official statistics, right? And as of now, there are 31 member states. These are the things which you can remember. Chalo. Next is Nigeria joined BRICS as the 9th partner country. Now remember, there is a difference between full-time member and a partner country. Okay. So, which country has joined? Nigeria as the 9th partner country. Okay. And I've already told you the recent addition in the BRICS plus is what? IIEU. Here Indonesia is also there. Right? It is written here. Clear? Other partner countries are Belarus, Bolivia. You don't have to remember this one. Just remember Nigeria is the 9th partner country. Okay. But please remember the original BRICS member. Right now there are 10 full-time members. Please remember this thing. It is going to ask in your exam also. Okay. Chalo. Next is UNESCO and World Meteorological Organization declared 2025 as International Years of Glacier Preservation. Now this is very important. The year 2025, okay, as per UNESCO and World WMO is what? International Years for Glacier Preservation. Okay. And World Glacier Day is celebrated on 21st of March. Alright. So please remember, this year it had the conference held in Dushanbe, which is the capital of Tajikistan. 3 things you have to remember. Okay. Chalo. Next is India and USA signed MOU to boost cybercrime investigation cooperation. So India has collaborated with or signed MOU with which country for cyber coordination? USA. Okay. What are the keywords here? India and USA. Okay. For what purpose? For cyber crime coordination. Second thing, right? From India, the representative was I4C. I4C full form is what? Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center. Okay. And the focus of this coordination of MOU is what? To tackle terrorism, money laundering, all these things. So India plus USA, they have signed a MOU on cyber crime coordination. This is your one-liner current affairs. ठीक है, चलो. Next is WHO declares Georgia as the 45th malaria-free country. Now, in the entire world, we have 45 countries which are malaria-free. The latest one is Georgia. Okay, so please remember this thing. Earlier, it was basically, it has been granted the malaria-free status, but the malaria was re-emerged. है ना? So there is a criteria when WHO provides a malaria-free certification when there is no proof of indigenous malaria transmission for at least 3 consecutive years. Okay, so please remember this thing. And you will tell me who is the Director General of WHO. You will tell me in the comment section who is the Director General of WHO, World Health Organization. Tell me. Chalo. Next is the 55th annual meeting of World Economic Forum held in Switzerland. See, World Economic Forum every year they has this annual meeting and it happens in Davos, Switzerland. Please remember this thing. And Davos is the place. Okay. And what was the theme? You have to remember, collaboration for intelligent age, right? Because now it's the time for what? For AI, machine learning, all these things. And during this event, India has released a C4 AIR report, right? Fourth IR means what? Fourth Industrial Revolution. It includes big data analytics, all these things. Yes, Mr. Tedros is the Director General, very good, of World Health Organization. Excellent, Sayed. Okay? So please remember, just remember these two things and nothing more. You don't have to remember all these things. Chalo. Next is Guinea eliminates heart disease as per the WHO report. So which country? Guinea. Which disease? Heart disease. Okay. Heart is full form is human African trypanosomiasis. Okay. And what is the carrier? Why it happened? So it is the carrier is basically the tsetse fly bites, and it is a parasitic disease. Please remember, it is not a viral, it is a parasitic disease, right? So please remember this thing. Guinea, heart disease, and it is a parasitic disease. Yes, sleeping sickness we also call it, right? Chalo. Next is India to host BRICS Youth Entrepreneurship Meet in March 2025. So it has already been there. So BRICS Youth Entrepreneurship Meet, where it happened? So it happened in India. All right. So please remember BRICS Youth Entrepreneurship Meeting. The theme was Youth Entrepreneurship for Sustainable Growth. This is very important, right? So please remember the theme. Please remember the country which hosted it, India. And what is the focus? Again, whenever there is entrepreneurship related, it means we want to promote entrepreneurship, youth, startups, all these things. So no need to remember all these things. Just remember India was the host, right? PDF you will get in the Telegram channel, GA by Yash sir. Okay, so those who are watching, do join this Telegram channel, GA by Yash sir. You will get the PDF in that. Okay. Next is Elon Musk S Corp to launch first digital wallet with Visa partnership. Now, what is the name? So the name is X Money. Okay, X Money. It has been launched, right? So Elon Musk Corporation, they have collaborated with Visa to start this new digital payment wallet, right? And they basically want to create an app which is going to be known as the Everything app. So please remember, whenever this terms comes, X Corp, Everything app, Starlink, or let's say X, right? The former Twitter is the previous name. Please remember, it is the company of Elon Musk. Okay. Chalo, it is going to be rolled out by the later in the 2025. Okay, it is a direct fund X Money wallet. You can link your debit card, credit card, everything with this wallet, right? Just we have this Paytm thing. Chalo. Next is 4 top 10 most powerful countries in the world. So there are certain criteria based upon which they have created a list of the world most top 10 most powerful countries. Number 1 is United States of America with a GDP of 30.34 trillion. 30.34 trillion. China, China's GDP as of now is 19.53. And third place is Russia, the top most powerful countries: USA, China, Russia. What is the ranking of India? India is ranked number 12th. Okay, and GDP of India right now is somewhere around 4.27 trillion. Right? So please remember this thing. And could you tell me what is the ranking of India as per the GDP? What is the ranking of India as per the GDP? Tell me. Next is Union Minister Mansukh Mandavia inaugurates the first ever BIMSTEC Youth Summit in Gujarat. Okay, so venue was where? BIMSTEC Youth Summit, Gujarat. Okay, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Please remember. Event name BIMSTEC Youth Summit. Venue is Gujarat. Okay. Theme you have to remember: Youth has a bridge for intra BIMSTEC exchange. Theme, venue, name of the event. 3 things you have to remember for this entire news. Don't get it confused with the this BRICS summit. Na? One student was asking, sir, the BRICS summit. No, that is a BRICS. That is a different group. This is BIMSTEC. Okay. And what are the short form for BIMSTEC countries? BBIN MST. Okay, this is the short form. Chalo. So yes, fifth as per the GDP, hai na? It is the fifth. Next is Brazil to host BRICS Summit 2025 in Rio de Janeiro in July. Now this we have already covered, right? The new host for the BRICS Summit 2025 is Brazil. So right now I've already told you Brazil is a very important country. Whenever you find an option in the exam, na, please mark Brazil. The answer would be definitely Brazil if it is asking about the location or the venue, right? So BRICS has already expanded. Now it has 10 members, right? So you can remember, again I am writing it multiple times so that you can revise it. IEEU. Okay. Also Nigeria is designated as joined as a designated partner country, right? So please remember this thing. Next is India Argentina signed a MOU to strengthen cooperation in lithium exploration and mining. So I've already told you, see, there is a in South America, in South America, Argentina, Bolivia, right? They form a triangle known as the lithium triangle, and this in this area, a huge quantity of lithium is reserves are there. So India have collaborated with Argentina for mining all these things. Okay. So what are the countries? So part of this lithium triangle. Okay, Argentina, Bolivia. Okay. So please remember India and Argentina equal to lithium, right? And these Kabil and the Cayman, they have signed the agreement. These are the company which are going to explore all these things, right? Kabil and Cayman, Kamian, whatever the name is. Just remember these 2 things. Okay, chalo. Next is India and Armenia signed a MOU for cooperation in medical products regulation. So there is new collaboration between India and Armenia. There are basically 2 things they have collaborated. First is what? Medical product. Second is what? Diplomatic training. Okay. So India plus Armenia, they have collaborated for 2 things. One is what? Medical product. And second is what? Your diplomatic training. Right? And where they are going to train the diplomats? In the Sushma Swaraj Institute of Foreign Service. These 2 things you have to remember. That's it. Okay. Chalo. Name of the country, medical product, and diplomatic training they have signed the MOU for. Next is India chairs the 68th session of the UN Commission for Narcotics Drugs for the first time. We have already covered this. And a UN Commission for Narcotics Drugs. Okay. Chalo. No need to cover it again. Next is the Mobile World Congress 2025. Mobile World Congress. So first of all, it is about all the mobile network related companies, right? So the theme was converge, connect and create. Please remember this thing. What is the second thing you have to remember? The venue where this Mobile World Congress held. So it held in Barcelona, Spain. Okay. So first keyword, second is the theme, and that's it. Okay. No need to one which company has won the award. All the mobile network related companies were there. So from India, it was represented by our Union Information and Broadcast Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia ji. But two things you have to remember: Mobile World Congress, venue was Barcelona, and third was the theme. Okay, very good, very good. Indonesia joined BRICS backed NDB as the 11th member. So Indonesia has already joined the BRICS, but it has also joined the New Development Bank. This bank is also known as the BRICS Bank. Okay, now the BRICS Bank has 11 members. BRICS has how many? 10 members, but BRICS Bank have 11 members. The other 10 members are the original Brazil, China, India, Russia, South Africa, Egypt, Bangladesh, Algeria, UAE and Uruguay. These are the rest 10 members. One very important thing you have to remember is the president of New Development Bank. The name is Dilma Vana Rousseff. Very, very important. Okay. And the president of Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto. But please remember the name of New Development Bank President, Dilma Vana Rousseff. She has been recently joined the BRICS Bank. Okay. So guys, this was all about the international news. Now we are going to start the national news. We'll try to be a little bit quick because the session is quite long. We're going to increase the speed a bit. Chalo. If you have any kind of doubt, do let me know in the comment section, guys. Chalo. Now, the first news was Department of Pension and Pension Welfare. They have given a new notification. So the person who are turning 80 are eligible to get additional pension. So how much? Let's see. So if you are aged between 80 and less than 85 years, 20% of basic pension. 85 to 90, 30% of basic pension. And like this, if you are 100 years or more, you are going to get 100% of your basic pension. So now the government has also started giving benefit to the person who have aged well, right? Yes, this is going to be very important for your SBI Clerk mains, right? They can ask you that how much is the percentage for if you have achieved the 80 years of age, because this is a important notification. Next is India AI and Meta. They have launched a Srijan Generative AI Center of Excellence at IIT Jodhpur. See, this line in itself is a complete current affairs. So, which two organization? India AI plus Meta. What they have done? They have started this Srijan. Srijan is what? It is a generative AI. Generative AI means it is generating some kind of, it is an artificial intelligence which is generating some kind of text, videos or other things. And where it is based out of IIT Jodhpur, Rajasthan. So company, name of the center of excellence and the venue. Three things you have to remember. Yes, this is all the important international one. I have handpicked one. Okay, all the important ones. No unnecessary information. All the most relevant information I have covered in the session. Okay, chalo. So what is this UAI initiative? UAI initiative is basically they are going to train more than 1 lakh young Indians in which thing? In the artificial intelligence. That's why youth AI. Youth means what? Yuva or the youth. 1 lakh youth in artificial intelligence training. Right? So please remember this much. Chalo. Next is Australia selected as the country of focus for the IFFI 2024. What is this IFFI? So it is International Film Festival of India, which happens in every year at a single place known as Goa. So please remember this thing. And this time the country of focus is Australia. So Australia International Film Festival. The venue was where? Goa. Okay, three things you have to remember. Yes, guys, this is uh, too much of information. Okay, we have collected all the relevant news. See, my purpose here is not to convert all those current affairs in a single liner or maximum 2 or 3 keywords so that you can solve the MCQs using those words, right? No need to remember other things. Clear? Chalo. Next is 7th session of International Solar Alliance Assembly held in New Delhi. So we have seen this thing also, the 7th session of the International Solar Alliance. Okay, where it happened, the venue was Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. And as of now, the recent country to join International Solar Alliance, tell me, Moldova. Okay, and I've already told you about International Solar Alliance. Who is the co-president? This was also the news, India and France. ठीक है, चल. Next is cabinet approved PM Vidya Lakshmi scheme. Now this is a very important scheme. First of all, it is for what? Financial assistance to whom? To the meritorious student. Okay. So financial assistance would be provided to the meritorious student for what? For higher education. Right. Very good. Very good. Okay. And this money would be basically collateral free. Right. And what is the budget for this scheme? This is very important. 3,600 crore rupees has been allocated for this PM Vidya Lakshmi scheme. Yes. Right. Very good. True. Excellent. Very good. Bank of Baroda. Yes. Next is Kane Oil and Gas joins United Nations Methane Reduction Initiative. This is the first company in India. Kane Oil and Gas. So it is a sub company of what? So we already know that it is a part of the Vedanta group, this Kane Oil and Gas, right? And it has become the first company to join the United Nations Environment Program's Oil and Methane Partnership. Basically, the purpose here is to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions because methane is a greenhouse gas, a potent greenhouse gas, right? And also, India want to become net zero by 2030, है ना? So this is the Kane target, but India's target is what? India want to become net zero by 2070. Please remember this year. Okay. Yes, 3006. Very good, guys. Again, focus on the keywords and you are going to revise everything for the SBI Clerk mains. Next is Air India becomes first Indian airline to receive design organization approval from DGCA. What is design organization approval? What is this design organization approval? So it means now the airline can itself change the aircraft interior by themselves. They don't have to depend upon the companies outside India. And this is going to help the company become self-reliant or self-sufficient. So which company? Air India. What it has become? It has gained the design organization approval. Okay. And please remember that DGCA Director General name is DC Sharma. Okay, DDD. Just remember like this. You can recall it at the exam time. Okay. Chalo. Next is Gujarat becomes India's first state to implement a dedicated semiconductor policy. Okay. Yes. Gujarat is now the only state which has a dedicated semiconductor policy. So Gujarat, first state to have a semiconductor policy. And there is a new semiconductor plant which is going to come where? In Dholera, which is in Gujarat. Okay, please remember this place also. And remember, the India semiconductor mission, it has a budget of 76,000 crore rupees. So these three things you should remember. Yes, AI University in Maharashtra, very good. We are going to cover, guys. Hai crack together, very good. Hai but we are going to cover all these things. Please wait. Right. Next is India's first writer village. It is inaugurated in Dehradun. Right. So, first writer village. And why they want to promote? Because see, India is always the land of the writers. Many famous writers have been there to promote the culture of writing and to promote the culture of literature. They have created Dehradun. There is a village in Dehradun as the writers' village. Okay, because see, a writer need peace, and peace is where? In the mountains. So they have created Dehradun as the first writers village. Okay, so please remember the location and the state. Okay. Also during this event, Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, who is the chief minister, है ना? Sorry, not the chief minister, the union minister, he has unveiled the book Ram in the Himalayas. So just remember this name, Ram in the Himalayas, and Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank as the book writer, right? Chalo. Next is government reconstituted ISC, Interstate Council, with PM Modi as the chairperson, right? So this Interstate Council chairperson is what? The Prime Minister itself, right? So Interstate Council, please remember this thing, and see, it is a constitutional body, right? And what is the purpose? The purpose is to promote cooperative federalism. Because why? Because the other state CMRs are also the member of internal state council. Okay, so this, it is given in the article 263 of the interstate of the Indian Constitution, this interstate council, right? And it is basically to promote competitive federalism and cooperative federalism between the states. So let's say if some state is doing really good in this segment, the other state should also adopt and try to improve. For example, Swachh Bharat Mission ranking, digital literacy ranking, like this. Okay, so please remember the article number. And who is the chairperson of Interstate Council? The Prime Minister himself. And what is the purpose? Purpose is cooperative federalism. These are the three words you have to remember. Chalo. Next is Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla notified as the 56th Tiger Reserve. So where it is located? So the name of the tiger reserve is Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla. It is located in Chhattisgarh. Okay, and it covers Manendragarh, Chirmiri, Bharatpur, and other districts. Just remember the state and the name of the tiger reserve. That's it. Also, it is the third largest tiger reserve. The largest tiger reserve in India is what? The Manas Tiger Reserve of Assam. And after that, Nagarjun Sri Salailam in Andhra Pradesh. These two are the biggest one. The third one is the Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla. Okay, chalo. Mission Himveer. What is this Mission Himveer? Yes, 57th is Rata Pani, which is in Madhya Pradesh. Achha, let me tell you one more thing. This is the 56th. The 57th is the Rata Pani, which is in MP. And the 58th is the Madhav National Park, which is in Shivpuri. We are going to cover this in the upcoming slides. Mission Himveer. So what is basically Mission Himveer? So basically Mission Himveer, it is a agriculture marketing board and ITBP connectivity, right? Under this, the ITBP will directly access the farmer's product. Okay, so the whatever the farmers are going, the ITBP will directly procure all these things. So it is basically to help the farmers get the maximum benefit, and it will remove all the middlemen. So it is basically what? Market linkage for local farmers. Mission Himveer, where it is happening? In Arunachal Pradesh. So Mission Himveer, Arunachal Pradesh, farmers, and ITBP. 4 words you have to remember. Okay, chalo. Next is UNESCO declares West Bengal a top heritage tourism destination. So which state has been designated as the top heritage tourism destination? It is West Bengal. Very good. Okay, so destination for heritage tourism. UNESCO has acknowledged it. Why? Because of multiple things. There is Dakshineshwar temple, the Kalighat temples, right? And there is new Jagannath temple. It is going to get constructed in Digha. So for all this, because it is going to ultimately promote what? Job creation and tourism. Okay, very good. Next is India's first vertical lift rail bridge, the new Pamba. Please remember this thing. It is an important news. Why? Because yesterday I was watching the TV and our Prime Minister was actually inaugurating this thing. Right? So the new Pamban bridge. This is the first vertical railway lift bridge in India. Okay. So please remember the length of this bridge is 2 kilometers and it costed 535 crore rupees. Right? And which thing it is going to connect? It is going to connect the Rameswaram Island, okay, with the mainland India. Okay. So please remember these 2 points. Okay. No need to remember other thing. Chalo. Next is India's first indigenous antibiotic antibiotic nafithromycin. I hope you already know about azithromycin. So a new friend of azithromycin is nafithromycin, which is the first made in India antibiotic, and it has been launched to combat the antimicrobial resistance. Right, so please remember nafithromycin, first indigenous antibiotic, and it is going to be marketed as Micnaf. Please remember these three things for this particular news. Next is India's first Constitution Museum. Where it has been inaugurated? It has been established in O.P. Jindal University, Sonipat, Haryana, and they have collaborated with IIT Madras. Right. So since we have the formation on 26th November 1949, our constitution was adopted. 75 years have been completed. So to commemorate this occasion, they have established a first Constitution Museum at O.P. Jindal University, Sonipat. Right? Chalo. Next is Gujarat traditional Garchola sari received the GI tag. What is the Garchola sari? It is from Gujarat. Please remember G equal to G equal to G. Gujarat Garchola GI tag. Okay, and this is the 27th GI tag from Gujarat. Okay, so please remember this thing. And see, GI tag is given for 10 years. All right, GI tag is given for 10 years. All right, chalo. So it is all about the Garchola. You don't have to remember this thing, hai na? Chalo. Just remember G equal to G equal to G. That is more than enough. Next is Amar Raja Infra builds India's first green hydrogen fueling station in Leh. So what is the name of the company? Amar Raja. What they have done? They have created the first green hydrogen fueling station. Where? In Leh. And it is going to produce 80 kg of green hydrogen daily. Right? And please remember who is going to operate it? NTPC. Right? So just remember the name, the location, and what thing? The first green hydrogen. That's it. So it is part of the National Green Hydrogen Mission. So this National Green Hydrogen Mission was started in 2021, but it has been extended till 2030. Please remember this thing. And the target is to produce 5 million tons of green hydrogen. 5 million tons of green hydrogen. Okay. Chalo. Now next is India's first integrated waste management city, where it is going to be set up in Uttar Pradesh, Gorakhpur. So what is going to be set up? India's first integrated waste management city. Where? In Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. Right? And what they are going to do? They are going to process the waste. So the dry waste, the bio CNG, they are going to produce all these things. They are going to cultivate. Okay? So location is very important. That's it. Next is NLC India partners UPRVUNL to launch its first supercritical power plant named 1980 megawatt GTPP in UP. Very complicated terms now, very complicated news. Now let me break it down. So NLC India, okay, it is a what? It is a central sector organization. It is a PSU. They have collaborated with Uttar Pradesh. Neyveli Lignite Coal, NLC. They have collaborated with, just remember, Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh Vidyut Utpadan Nigam Limited, right? And they are going to create this 1980 megawatt thermal power plant. That is the news, right? It is the first fossil fuel based thermal plant commissioned in 24-25. Now every state is moving from conventional source, from coal to renewable energy. Uttar Pradesh is doing opposite. They are moving from renewable energy to thermal power plant, right? So NLC plus UP thermal power plant of 1980 megawatt. This is your one-liner thing. Chalo. Next is Union Minister Jitendra Singh. Jitendra Singh is a very good guy. He is just inaugurating things, and it is increasing the burden of our current affairs, right? So Union Minister Jitendra Singh has launched the India's first anti-pesticide bodysuit, Kisan Kavach. So now this is a very good initiative, because our farmers, these are the backbone of Indian economy, है? So whenever they come in contact with pesticide, it harmfully affects them. So to protect them, they have started this new bodysuit name is Kisan Kavach, and it is developed by Bricks and Stem and Sapio Health Private Limited. These two things you should remember. All right, and the cost of this suit is 4,000 rupees. So 1, 2, 3 things you have to remember. Okay, chalo. Guys, I'm having actually a bit of back pain, that's why I'm wearing this belt, right? So please try to cooperate, है ना? Chalo. Next is Indian Railways launches Sanraksha app for enhanced passenger safety. So what is the name of the app? The name of the app is Sanraksha app. For what purpose it has been created? For passenger safety, right? Second thing. First thing. And it has been developed by Ravindra Goyal, right? Ravindra Goyal and Dilip Singh of the South Central Railway, right? So please remember the names, the developer, the purpose of this app. Okay, chalo. Sanraksha app. Next is eShram portal registered 30.48 crore workers nationwide. Now, this eShram portal, what is this? So basically, it is the world's largest database for unorganized sectors, unorganized workers, and it is an initiative of Ministry of Labor and Employment, right? So guys, have you heard of this scheme? Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Yojana. Shram Yogi Mandhan Yojana. All the beneficiaries of this scheme, they have to be registered on this eShram portal. Basically, it is a portal which consists data of all the unorganized sector workers. Who are the unorganized workers? The street vendors, the panwalas, all these kind of people who don't have a social security, right? So please remember this thing. And 704 crore rupees has been allocated for this particular scheme, National Database for Unorganized Workers. Okay, chalo. Next is UNICEF partners with West Bengal government to enhance juvenile diabetes care. So UNICEF have partnered with which state for juvenile diabetes care? West Bengal. Like this, the question can be asked. Or UNICEF have partnered with West Bengal government for what healthcare initiative? So answer would be juvenile diabetes care. Okay. So what are the keywords here? UNICEF, then West Bengal, and then juvenile diabetes care. Okay, 3 things you have to remember. You don't have to remember other thing else. Okay, chalo. Next is Punjab became the 5th state to provide 100% piped water supply to the rural household. Punjab is the 5th. So other states are Goa, Andaman Nicobar, Puducherry, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, Arunachal, Haryana, and the next last one is Punjab. They have now been 100% certified for tap water connection under the Jal Jeevan Mission. Okay, and as of 2024, 11 states and UTs have 100% coverage, right? So please remember the latest one being Punjab. So what is the purpose of this Jal Jeevan scheme? To provide tap water connection per person per day for 55 liters of water to every rural household. Chalo. Next is Gujarat Masali becomes the first border solar village in India. Everything solar is happening in Gujarat only. First is your Goa is there, है ना? चलो. So what is the name of the village? Masali. It is in Gujarat. What it has done? It has become the first solar village. Why? Because all the 119 houses have rooftop solar panels, right? So it promotes what? Self-energy, self-reliance on energy in the border areas. Please remember the name, है ना? चलो. Next is Indore's Devi Ahilya Holkar Airport officially become India's first zero waste airport. So which is the India's first zero waste airport? Devi Ahilya Holkar Airport of Indore. So this is the news you have to remember, and they have inaugurated one 3,000 square feet material recovery facility, and they are focusing on the 4R concept. What is 4R concept? Reduce, reuse, recycle, and restore. And because of that, they have become the first airport to achieve a zero waste target. Okay, please remember the name. Next is PM Narendra Modi inaugurate the Z Morah Tunnel in Jammu and Kashmir. So what is this Zimora tunnel? You can see here it is a tunnel which connects what? So it basically it connects Gagangir to Sonmarg, and ultimately it is going to connect Srinagar with Leh. The length is 6.5 kilometer and it has parallel escape tunnels also. And it can handle how many vehicles? 1000 vehicles per hour. So you don't have to remember all these things. Just remember the length of the tunnel, okay, the years of completion, and it is 8,600 feet above the sea level, right? And it has been created by this Austrian tunneling method, NATM, New Austrian Tunneling Method. Yeah, chalo. Next is IndiChip Semiconductors to establish India's first private semiconductor facility. Where? In Andhra Pradesh. So name of the company, it is what? IndiChip Semiconductor Limited, and they have collaborated with Japanese company to create first private semiconductor facility. Where? At Oravakal Mega Industrial Hub, which is in Andhra Pradesh, right? And this is the news, and they're going to start producing with 10,000 semiconductor wafers per month. So please remember IndiChip, where Orvakal, first private semiconductor facility. Chalo. Next is Kamya Karthikeyan. She has become the youngest female to conquer the 7 summits. Right. So what are the 7 summits? So every continent has its own highest peak. Africa has Mount Kilimanjaro, Europe has Mount Elbrus, Australia has Mount Kosciuszko, South America Mount Aconcagua, North America Mount Denali, Asia Mount Everest, and Antarctica Mount Vinson. She has conquered each and every summit at just 17 years old. Kamya Karthikeyan. Just give me a minute. Chalo. The next news is first made in India surgical robot SSI Mantra installed at Maharashtra Noble Hospital. So India's first made in India surgical robot, Atmanirbhar Bharat, है ना? So where this surgical robot has been installed at Noble Hospital Pune, and this has been approved by CDSCO. This is the surgical equipment and drug related organization which give the approval. Okay, so please remember the name and where the location, Pune. Okay, and see, it is further going to get expanded in New Delhi as well as Raipur. Just remember the name SSI Mantra. And this SSI word, it is based upon the name of the creator. Okay. Chalo. Next is FIU IND signs MOU with IRDAI. IRDAI is what? It is the topmost agency to which regulates the entire insurance framework. Okay. Insurance and Regulatory Development Authority of India. So they have signed the MOU with IRDAI to combat the money laundering. Okay. So please remember FIU AND, it is full form is Financial Intelligence Unit India, and they have signed a MOU with IRDAI for anti-money laundering campaign, right? And under which act they are going to tackle it? Under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Okay. So please remember. So when you should know about this FIU, it is very important. So it is an organization under Department of Revenue, Ministry of Finance, and the director is Mr. Vivek Agrawal. So basically, it collects financial intelligence regarding where money is getting used for bad things. Bad things means cybercrime, terrorism, all these kind of stuff. So your FIU IND plus IRDAI equal to money laundering. Okay. Chalo. Next is Telangana to celebrate Savitri Bai Phule's birth anniversary as Women's Teachers Day. So which state? So which state is going to celebrate? Telangana. What Savitri Bai Phule, she was a social worker. She is the wife of Jyotiba Phule of Satyasodak Samaj. है ना? Both of them have worked really hard for India's freedom struggle as well as social upliftment also. So they are going to celebrate Women Teachers Day on 3rd January every year, right? And she is the lady who has first opened the India's first school for girls in Pune. So she has been promoting girl education, women education for quite some time. Okay. Next is Chhattisgarh became the first state to integrate ecosystem into green GDP. So which state? Chhattisgarh. What it has done? It has integrated forest ecosystem service into the green GDP. Right? So please remember this thing. And they want to maintain and align its vision of making India developed by 2047. So just remember Chhattisgarh green GDP integration. That's it. Next is Ujala scheme and SLNP's program completed 10 years of energy efficient lighting. So Ujala is what? Ujjwal Discom Assurance. है ना? So basically it is a scheme for distributing LED bulbs to everyone, right? So and this SLNP is what? Street lighting program, right? So as of now, 10 years they have completed. And who was the implementing agency of these two schemes? Energy Efficiency Services Limited, which comes under Ministry of Power. Right? So as of now, 38 crore LED bulbs have been distributed and around 1.34 crore LED street lights have been installed. And they have saved around 20,000 crore rupees. So what you have to remember, Ujala, SLNP, Ministry of Power, okay, is under this ministry it has come, and ESL is the implementing agency. That's it. Chalo. Next is Startup India marks 9 years. So 9 years it has completed. Okay, Startup India. It was started in 2015. है ना? And as of now, it has created around 1.6 lakhs registered and recognized startups and around 17 lakhs jobs. Right? So please remember it was launched in 2016. And see, every year, 16th of January, we are celebrating this day as National Startup Day. Second thing you have to remember. Okay. These two things you should remember. And remember one more thing. India is the third largest startup ecosystem. These three things you have to remember. Okay, chalo. Next is Government of India reconstituted AEC, Atomic Energy Commission, with Ajit Kumar Mohanty as the chairperson. So it is basically appointment related news. So Atomic Energy Commission. Okay. So the new chairperson name is what? Ajit Kumar Mohanty. These two things you have to remember. Okay. Atomic Energy Commission, new chairperson Ajit Kumar Mohanty. It is a appointment related news. Next is 7 products from Andaman and Nicobar granted GI tax. How many products? 7. From where? Andaman and Nicobar. So what are the products? Nicobari mat, Nicobari hut, Nicobari hodicraft, Paddock woodcraft, Nicobari coconut, virgin coconut oil, and Andaman Karen musli rice. So again, 7 GI tags from Andaman Nicobar, and GI tag I have already told you it has been given for 10 years. And who issues? Department DPIIT. Okay, which comes under Ministry of Commerce. Chalo. Next is Beti Bachao Beti Padhao completed 10 years. So see these schemes now they have completed 10 years. So it becomes very important, right? So it was launched in 2015 in in Panipat, Haryana. What was the purpose? To protect, educate, and empower the child, right? So please remember this thing. And under this, there are multiple new initiatives they have launched. Vatsalya portal, Mission Shakti portal. Also, a scheme linked with this is Sukanya Samriddhi account for basically for saving money for the girl child. Next is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. They have released a report that says that total renewable energy installed capacity has rose to 15.84 to 209 gigawatt in 2024. Okay, so as of now 209.4 gigawatt is the total installed capacity for renewable energy. Okay, and you would be surprised to know that we have already touched the 100 gigawatt target for what? For solar energy. So remember these two things. Next is NTPC partnered with Sri Lanka for major solar projects. So NTPC had partnered with which country? So they have partnered with Sri Lanka. Okay. So they have partnered with Sri Lanka. All right. So to develop a 50 megawatt solar project, right? So NTPC is the keyword here, Sri Lanka is the keyword here, and solar is the keyword here, which is required for your exam. 3 keywords. Chalo. Next is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana completed again. I have already told you 10 years they have completed. So for girls, those who have completed 10 years, the person can open the Sukanya Samriddhi account. Minimum you can invest 250 rupees in a year and maximum 1.5 lakh. And interest rate, how much you are going to get? 8.2%. Okay. So these are the details which you should know. Very good. Okay. This is the same thing is written here. And one more thing you have to remember, Uttar Pradesh has the highest number of Sukanya Samriddhi accounts, 45 lakh. Number one is UP, then second is Tamil Nadu. Two things you have to remember. Chalo. Next is NIFT Hyderabad launches Vision Next fashion forecasting platform. Vision Next. So which college has inaugurated? National Institute of Fashion Technology, Hyderabad. What they have done? They have launched a AI and EI powered fashion forecasting platform. Name is what? Vision Next. Okay, two things you have to remember: name of the college and Vision Next and what it is about. Okay, chalo. Next is Uniform Civil Code rollout begin in Uttarakhand. So Uniform Civil Code, which article it is related with? Article 44 of the Indian Constitution. Okay, it says there should be a Uniform Civil Code in India. So first state to implement this is Uttarakhand, right? So two things you have to remember. And Uniform Civil Code, it deals with what kind of thing? Marriage, divorce, right? All these things. Clear? Chaliye. Next is Indore, Udaipur joined Global Wetland Cities Network. So which are the two cities which have joined the Global Wetland Cities Network? Udaipur and Indore. Okay. So please remember, first Indian cities to get accredited. Okay. So please remember, and as of now, there are total 89 Ramsar sites in India. So what are from Indore? So from Indore, Udaipur, we have basically 5 key wetlands: Pichola, Fateh Sagar, like this. Right? From Indore, it is the Sirpur Lake. And as of now, there are total 89 Ramsar sites in India. One more news we are going to cover related with Ramsar site. There are new additions in this. Hai. Next is Indian short film Anuja nominated for 97th Academy Award 2025. So what is the name of the movie? Anuja. For what award? It has selected for 97th Academy Award. And it has been produced by Priyanka Chopra. Please remember this thing. Alright. And it has won the top honor at the Holy Short Film Festival Award also. Just remember the name Anuja. That's it. And the 97th Academy Award. Next is 4 new wetlands, 2 from Tamil Nadu, 1 from Jharkhand and 1 from Sikkim added to Ramsar list. So as of now, total Ramsar sites are how much? 89. So what are the new? So basically Sarkarkotai Bird Sanctuary from Tamil Nadu, Therthangal Bird Sanctuary from Tamil Nadu, Kechio Palri Wetland from Sikkim and Udhwa Lake from Jharkhand. Okay. From Jharkhand, they have been selected as the new wetland sites, right? And is the first for Sikkim and Jharkhand. Please remember this thing, right? And as of now, total Ramsar sites in India is 89. Chalo. Next is IIT Indore in collaboration with METI. METI basically means Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. They have launched AgriHub Center of Excellence for Agri-Tech. So where is this AgriHub Center of Excellence? It is located in IIT Indore. Okay, and they are going to use AI machine learning for the benefit of the farmers and the agriculture sector. 3 things you have to remember. Okay, chalo. Then they are not going to ask about other countries. They are going to ask about India only. Next is Central Zoo Authority approved proposal to set up India's white tiger breeding center in Madhya Pradesh. So where is the breeding center? So it is Rewa in Madhya Pradesh. So let's say this is MP. So the eastern MP, na, this area is known as what? Baghelkhand. And in Baghelkhand we have Rewa and everything, and it is famous for white tigers, right? So please remember this thing. It is in Madhya Pradesh. First white tiger breeding center. Two things you have to remember. Next is Maharashtra to set up India's first AI university. So someone was writing na, so first AI university. So it is going to be set up in Maharashtra. Please remember this thing. And it is going to focus on AI education and technological innovation. Right? These are the things which you have to remember. Don't remember the key members because there are multiple key members. IIT Bombay, Google, L&T, everyone is there. Chalo. Next is Ministry of External Affairs declares IBCA. IBCA is what? International Big Cat Alliance as an intergovernmental organization. So please remember, IBCA is an initiative of India. It was started by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 50th years of Project Tiger. So 1973 Project Tiger was started. To celebrate its 50 years, IBCA was launched, International Big Cat Alliance. And in this, they are basically conserving 7 big cat species: tiger, lion, leopard, snow leopard, cheetah, jaguar and puma. Okay, so please remember, now it is an intergovernmental organization. Okay, chalo. PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana completed 1 year. So this is one of the flagship scheme, है ना? So it was implemented by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. It was launched in 2024. What is the purpose here? The purpose is basically to provide 300 units of free electricity per month to 1 crore household by 2027 March. Okay? So please remember this thing. This is the objective. And as of January, Gujarat has the highest beneficiaries, then Maharashtra, then UP, then Kerala. Please remember the sequence. It is very important. They can ask you this in the exam. Chalo. Next is Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman launched Mutual Credit Guarantee Scheme for MSME sector. Mutual Credit Guarantee Scheme. Okay. So what is the purpose? How much loan they can provide? They can provide loan up to 100 crore for machinery equipment without collateral. This is the most important part. These things you don't have to remember. What you have to remember is the 100 crore loan. Also, they have launched this Pradhan Mantri Dhanya Dhanya Krishi Yojana, PM Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana, in which they have selected 100 districts with low productivity, and they are going to focus on these areas, and it is inspired by the aspirational district program. Okay, chalo. Next is Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan inaugurated the Naksha to modernize the urban land record. So Naksha is basically what? Naksha is full form is National Geospatial Knowledge Based Land Survey for Urban Record. So basically they are going to digitize the every land records into digital format. Okay, so please remember, and it has started with 194 crore rupees fund. Naksha. Okay. Yes, Mama launched Naksha. Very good. Next is Rajasthan government renamed Foy Sagar as Varun Sagar and King Edward Memorial as Maharshi Dayanand Vishrant Greh. So they are basically changing of name. So now Foy Sagar Lake will be renamed as Varun Sagar, and King Edward Memorial will be renamed as Maharshi Dayanand Vishrant Greh. So basically Varun Sagar, so God Varun, है ना, on the name of him they have renamed it, and King Edward basically they have been transformed to Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati, the founder of Arya Samaj. Okay, basically they are going to remove all these British names and everything. Just remember the name and the new name. That's it. Next is Madhya Pradesh unveils India's first dedicated GCC policy 2024. So you already know that the Global Investor Summit GIS 2025, it happened in MP. So on the same line, they have launched this Global Capability Center policy. So Madhya Pradesh has become the first state to start a Global Capability Center policy, and MPSCDC is the nodal agency who's going to implement all these things, right? Chalo. Next is the India's AI revolution, the India AI initiative. What is this India AI initiative? It is basically a Government of India approved India AI mission. How much money they have given? 10,300 crore rupees for 5 years. So they are going to establish different center of excellence. So 3 center of excellence they are going to establish. For healthcare in IIT Delhi, for agriculture in IIT Ropar. We have just covered this news. है First Agri Hub Center of Excellence in IIT Ropar, and the third one for this sustainable cities in IIT Kanpur. Fourth one is also planned for education, but we don't know where it is going to take place, right? So please remember the amount, the name of the mission, and 3 center of excellence where they are going to get established. Chalo. Next is Rentokil Initial Hygiene achieves carbon neutrality for 2024 in India. So carbon neutrality, which company? Rentokil Initial Hygiene Private Limited. It has become the first company to become carbon neutral in 2024. Just remember the name of the company and what it has done. That's it. You don't have to remember anything else. Next is Madhav National Park in MP becomes the 58th Tiger Reserve in India. Right? 58th Tiger Reserve, Madhav National Park. Okay, so please remember this thing. Where it is located? It is located in Shivpuri district of. Okay. And see, one more national park is there in Shivpuri, the Kuno National Park, where cheetah has been reintroduced. Cheetah. Okay? So please remember this thing. That's it. Next is Niti Aayog and India SME Forum launched the A Million Women Arise initiative for women entrepreneurs. So which two organizations? Niti Aayog plus India SME Forum. It is a not-for-profit organization. They have started this women entrepreneurship program. Right? And they're going to provide formalization, mentorship, everything. So please remember the names. That's it. Next is the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Yojana. Very, very important scheme. Okay, so it is a pension scheme for unorganized sector. How much pension they are going to get? So basically minimum pension of 3,000 rupees per month. If you are earning, if the unorganized sector worker is earning less than or equal to 15,000 rupees, he can get 3,000 rupees per month pension. But he has to do a contribution. Okay, so if let's say if the worker is giving 100 rupees per month to this pension scheme, government will also provide 100 rupees to this pension scheme. Okay, equal contribution from the government, and this scheme is implemented by Ministry of Labor and Employment along with LIC. So please remember these 3 things, very, very important. Okay. Next is Union Minister Prahlad Joshi launches India's first AI-powered solar manufacturing line in Gujarat. So first solar manufacturing line. In manufacturing line, I am talking about, it means it is related with some kind of company. So what is the name of the company? Goldie Solar Private Limited, Kosamba, Gujarat. So the company is located in Gujarat. It is the first AI solar power manufacturing line. So remember these 2 things. That's it. Next, India's first World Peace Center inaugurated in Gurugram, Haryana. You all must have heard of World Trade Center, but World Peace Center is established in Gurugram, Haryana. What is also located in Gurugram, Haryana? Which headquarter? The International Solar Alliance also. Right? So please remember the name of this person, Acharya Lokesh Muni. Okay, he has inaugurated this World Peace Center. That's it. Next is Vigyan Dhara scheme. So basically to promote scientific research and innovation, Vigyan Dhara scheme was launched. Right? So please remember the amount, 10,579 crore rupees for the year 2021 to 2026. And it is focusing on research, development and innovation. Right? 2 things you have to remember. Chalo. Next is Indore launches India's first PPP based green waste processing plant. So which city? Indore. What it has done? It has launched first green waste treatment plant under the Swachh Bharat mission. Okay, so Indore. Okay, under the Swachh Bharat mission urban, and it is a PPP model based, India's first green waste. All right, chalo. Next is Ministry of Education launches PM Yuva 3.0. So what is the purpose of PM Yuva 3.0? To promote young, upcoming and versatile authors. So more and more students should come and write their books on Indian culture, history and modern achievements. Right? So PM Yuva 3.0. Please remember the name. What is the objective? That's it. Next is government discontinues MLTGD gold monetization scheme. Medium long term gold deposit under the gold monetization scheme they have discontinued. Okay, so earlier it was for medium term, if you want to deposit your gold, so the term was 5 to 7 years and you are getting 2.25% per annum interest rate. For LTGD you can deposit your gold for 12 to 15 years and you will get 2.5% per annum interest rate. But since now the gold prices have increased to 1 lakh rupees, the government was facing burden. That's why they have discontinued. They have also discontinued the sovereign gold bond scheme. Very, very important. You will tell me in the comment section what was the minimum amount you can invest in the gold monetization scheme. Individual minimum amount, how much gold it can invest. Okay. Chalo. Next is Ministry of MSME announces new criteria for MSME classification. So if you have read the budget this year, okay, budget this year, so there was the new classification. The investment was multiplied by 2.5 and the turnover was multiplied by 2. Now the new categories are the color ones. So micro enterprises, initially it was if you have 1 crore investment, you would be recognized as one micro, but now it is revised to 2.5. Okay, so the investment, right, and for micro the investment has become 2.5, small 25 and medium 125. Okay, and this has been effective from 1st April 2025. Please remember this thing. Now we are going to do the banking, finance and economy. Just give me 2 minutes. I will join you in 5 minutes. Let's take a 5-minute breaks. I'm going to charge the phone also, right? Give me a 2-minute break, okay? चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं. ठीक है, आ जाओ फटाफट. Next is banking, finance and economy related. So ADB has approved loan of $241.3 million to enhance power distribution in West Bengal. So which bank? Asian Development Bank. How much money? $241.3 million. For what purpose? For power distribution. Where? West Bengal. So these are the 4 keywords which you have to remember. ADB, power distribution, amount and West Bengal. Yes, 1 gram is the correct answer. Very good, Deepak. Excellent. Okay, so just remember this thing. Next is RBI order ban on sanction and disbursal of loans from 4 NBFCs. Now this question was already in the IBPS PO. So Ashirwad Microfinance, Arohan, DMI Finance and Navi. These are the 4 NBFC which have been banned by RBI. Why? Because of non-compliance, right? And they were lending at a very high interest rate. They haven't passed the uh, reduction of repo rate to the customers. Chalo. Next is HDFC inaugurated its first branch in Singapore to expand financial service. So in which country HDFC has inaugurated its first branch? So answer is Singapore, right? Chalo. Next is ADB approves $434 million loan for solar energy expansion in Assam. So which bank? Asian Development Bank. Please make a note for all the Asian Development Banks. Okay. Asian Development Bank, how much money? $434.2 million, right? For what purpose? Solar energy expansion. Where? In Assam. These are the four things you have to remember. Okay. Chalo. Next is Maharashtra, Karnataka and Delhi are among the top 3 states in direct tax contribution. So which is highest tax collection is from which state? So correct answer is Maharashtra, 38.9%. So we already know that in budget, we get money from either from the tax revenue or non-tax revenue. Tax revenue is further divided into direct taxes and indirect taxes. So direct taxes include what? Income tax, corporate tax, all these things. So Maharashtra is number 1, second is your Karnataka, third is Delhi, fourth is Tamil Nadu and fifth is Gujarat. Please remember the sequence. And remember, out of the total tax revenue, direct tax share is 56.7%, which is higher than the indirect taxes. The remaining one are indirect taxes. Next is RBI mandate NBFC to maintain at least 25% borrowing from capital market. This question was also asked in the IBPS. Okay. So how much money they have to borrow? For example, if NBFC was borrowing 100 rupees from a bank, now RBI says that 25 rupees you are going to borrow from capital market. So how they can borrow? So either through bonds or other debt instruments, right? So please remember 25% borrowing from capital market. Okay. So for example, securities, stocks, bonds, they can do. Clear? Next is RBI makes 6 amendments in the KYC directions. So what are the key amendments? First of all, customer acceptance policy, right? So customer due diligence is going to be applied at UCIC level, right? Means customer have to do whatever they want, whatever document they have to receive. High risk accounts, enhanced monitoring defined for high risk accounts. So those accounts which are very risky, which can become an NPA, they have to be very well monitored. Then periodic KYC update by the government. If there is a change in address, change in something, they have to update it. Then central KYC registry, okay, CKYC. They have to regulate entities must update KYC details with CKYC every 7 days of changing. For example, let's say today I change my address in the Aadhaar card. So they have to update it within 7 days in the CKYC. Okay. Then administrative and technology changes were also there. For example, Central Nodal Officer under Unlawful Activity Prevention Act has been changed from additional secretary to joint secretary. Section word has been updated to paragraph. These were the few changes in the banking. Next is RBI raises 5,000 crore rupees via AT1 bond at 7.98%. So this news is not important. What is important is about AT1 bonds. So basically, these AT1 bonds are perpetual bonds. It means they don't have any kind of maturity, right? Also, these bonds have received AA plus rating. So remember, there is no fixed maturity date for this AT1 bond. Okay. These are the things. It is a hybrid debt instrument used by banks to raise capital. Okay. These banks have no maturity date, meaning they are perpetual. Okay. And it is a higher risky. It is higher risk. It carries a higher risk than the normal bonds, right? Because it can be written off. Chalo. Next is ADB issues first biodiversity and nature bond worth $100 million. So Asian Development Bank, how much, what is the value of that bond? $100 million. Okay. And what is the purpose of this biodiversity and nature bond? To fund conservation project in Asia and Pacific. And we have seen that the COP16 of CBD happened in Colombia. This announcement was done in this COP only, right? So please remember this thing. These are the two things which you have to remember. Next is RBI released 43rd half yearly report on management of foreign exchanges. So one thing you have to remember, what are the components of foreign exchange? First is foreign currency asset, for example dollar, euro. Then we have gold, then special drawing rights also. So as of now, the foreign currency asset is around $598 billion. And our total forex as of October 2024 was 688 billion. You would be surprised to know that in September we have crossed the $700 billion mark, right? So please remember this value. As of now, it is somewhere around 680. Okay. Next is RBI sets 300 crore net worth criteria for entities applying for CCP authorization. What is CCP? CCP is basically central counterparty. Okay. So basically, what the function of CCP? CCP, whatever trading you are doing now, so the payment reaches the desired person. Okay. So it basically is the intermediary. It becomes the buyer to every seller and seller to every buyer, so that the money reaches on the desired people within time. So in order to become a CCP, you have to have a net worth of 300 crore rupees. Please remember this thing. They can ask you in the exam. Okay. Chalo. Next is IFC invest 400 million in Bajaj Finance, aiming to quadruple climate loans by 2027. Quadruple. Which company? International Finance Corporation. It is a part of the World Bank Group. Please remember. How much money it is going to invest? $400 million. Where? In Bajaj Finance. Please remember, IFC 400 million, Bajaj Finance. Okay. So please remember this thing. And they are going to focus on electric vehicle segment also. These are the things you have to remember. अच्छा, one more like is remaining, फिर 100 हो जाएगा, है ना? So who is going to give the 100th like? Let's see. Oh, हो गया, complete हो गया. चलो, anyways. Next is ICA elects Hindalco Industries as its new member. What is ICA? ICA basically is the International Copper Association. And which company has included in this as a new member? The Hindalco Industry. Okay. So what is the purpose? Because enhance the entire value chain to support the global net zero. Okay. And remember, ICA headquarters is Washington DC. Please remember these three things. Which company has joined? Hindalco has joined the International Copper Association. Next is World Bank approved 200 million loan for climate resilient agricultural transformation project in Kerala. So which bank? World Bank. How much money? 200 million loan. For what purpose? Agriculture, climate smart agriculture. For which state? Kerala. Four things you have to remember. Okay? Chalo. Next is India and ADB signed 200 million loan to boost urban services in Uttarakhand. So again, ADB is the bank. Amount is 200 million. For what service? Urban infrastructure services. For which state? Uttarakhand. Okay. So please remember this thing. Alright. Chalo. Next is RBI maintains SBI, HDFC and ICICI as domestically systematically important banks. So which are the DSIBs? So remember, the SIBs equal to SIH. Okay. DSIB is equal to SIH. SBI, ICICI and HDFC. Okay. So it means these are the banks, and see their set requirement has raised to 0.80% of their risk weighted asset. Earlier it was 0.60. It means they have to maintain a more higher portion of money with themselves to, for example, additional capital buffer for themselves to avoid some certain mishappenings. Okay. They should have sufficient fund with themselves. And why they have been become DSIBs? Because these are too big to fail banks. Even if any one of these banks fails, it is going to impact the Indian economy in a very bad way. Okay. So please remember the name of the company: SBI, HDFC and ICICI. SIB equal to SIH. Next is Andhra Pradesh signs MOU with Reliance Industries to invest 65,000 crore rupees for 500 compressed biogas plants. So which state, which company? Reliance Industries. How much money it is going to invest? 65,000 crore rupees. For what purpose? For 500 compressed biogas plants. Okay. So Andhra Pradesh, Reliance Industries, 65,000 crore rupees for 500 biogas plants. Okay. Chalo. Next is IndusLand Bank and UNICEF partners for climate resilience. So which bank? IndusLand Bank. Which organization? UNICEF. They have partnered for climate resilience. Okay. It means they are going to improve the living standards and economic empowerment through climate action. And they are going to focus in 5 districts of Maharashtra. Right. So Maharashtra is the state. Clear? Chalo. Next is RBI cancelled license of Durga Cooperative Urban Bank. Okay, so please remember the name Durga Cooperative. The license has been cancelled by RBI. Reason was non-compliance with regulatory reforms. Okay, so please remember the name. Rest other thing is okay. One more thing is there is an organization called corporation called Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. Basically, let's say if you have deposited 6 lakh rupees in a bank, and suddenly the bank caught fire. Okay, and the fire has destroyed the entire bank. So DICGC gives you a certificate or a trust basically, or an insurance that we are going to return 5 lakh rupees maximum back to you in case of any kind of mishappenings. So please remember the amount 5 lakh rupees. Chalo. It is basically compensation. Even if you have 10 lakh rupees, you will only get 5 lakh rupees. That's why it is told that never ever put more than 5 lakh rupees in your savings accounts. Chalo. Next is RBI increases UPI Lite and UPI 123 pay limits. So the limit has been increased. UPI 123 pay limit has increased from 5,000 to 10,000. UPI Lite wallet per transaction limit has increased from 500 to 1,000. Okay. So basically those who don't have internet, they can use this UPI 123 features. Right. Please remember this thing. Next is Banking Law Amendment Bill 2024. So what was the bill about? So there were certain changes. For example, fortnight, definition of fortnight has been changed. Okay, it is being basically from 1st to 15th and 16th to the month end would be now 2 fixed fortnights. Also the tenure of cooperative bank directors, the extent maximum from 8 to 10 years. Right, so the extensions have also been increased so that there would be a stable governance thing. Right. Also, you can now add multiple nominees. So up to 4 nominees you can add in your saving or deposit accounts. Right. Also for unclaimed funds, the money will be given for your basically to of the unclaimed shares, right, to the IEPF insurance. The your education and other things, right? So it would be invested in that. Also, the substantial interest threshold, so it has been increased from 5 lakh to 2 crore rupees, right? So basically, the large investor, they can also now come and invest. These are the certain changes in the banking amendment bill. Next is RBI lifts supervisory restriction on Navi FinServ. So recently we have seen that RBI has put a ban in the previous one. This is a NBFC. Now it has uplifted. Okay, Navi FinServ. So Navi is basically, it is a company of Sachin Bansal, who was the founder of what? Flipkart. Okay, and it is the 4th highest used fintech technology, right? So remember, after Google Pay and Paytm, it is the 4th highest used fintech company, right? So these are the companies, these were the NBFCs on which RBI has put a ban, and Navi was also one of them. Now Navi has been removed. Next is PNB joins PCAF, right, to strengthen climate change action commitment. What is PCAF? It is basically Partnership for Carbon Accounting Financial. It means if a bank has given, let's say, 5 crore rupees to a company which is generating what? Greenhouse gases, then the bank have to give the detail how much greenhouse gas this company is generating and how much money it has given, right? So PNB has the first major Indian public sector bank to join PCAF. Apart from this, Indian Overseas Bank is also there, Union Bank is also there, many other banks have joined the PCAF. Okay, so remember this thing. Chalo. Next is government and windfall tax on crude oil and petroleum products. So what is windfall tax? So first understand, windfall tax is basically a tax which is posted or imposed whenever there is some kind of external situation because of which the producers gain, you can say, excessive profits. So it is a tax on those excessive profit due to some external circumstances. For example, Russia-Ukraine war was going on, so due to which majority of the oil generating companies or the countries, they have increased their fees. So they were taking huge profit. So they have been taxed. Now the windfall tax has been removed. So please remember this thing. This imposition was done in the year 2022. Now it has been removed. Right? Chalo. Next is Mahila Samman Saving Certificate, empowering women financially. Okay. So Mahila Samman Saving Certificate, 43 lakh account have been so far generated. Now here you can deposit a minimum of 1000 rupees in a year and a maximum of 2 lakh rupees. Also the interest rate you will get is 7.5% per annum compounded quarterly. Please remember this thing, very important, and this scheme is valid for 2 years. Very, very important. Please remember this data, it is going to help you immensely. Alright. So guys, these are the most important current affairs. Okay. After this, there are other important current affairs also. The time is very limited here. So we are going to cover this in the either in the next session, or I am going to share the PDF, alright, in my Telegram channel. So I am going to share the entire PDF in GA by Yash sir. This is my Telegram channel. Okay, GA by Yash sir. You can scan this QR code also and you can watch those. You can get the PDF. So do join this Telegram channel. It is very important. See, after that there are important current affairs also, but I have compiled it in the PDF also, right? So you can quickly go through the PDFs. Everything is there. Just revise it multiple times, solve mock test, and you're good to go. All the very best for your SBI Clerk mains, and we are going to do the analysis also, right? Sir, IUCN red list of bird बता दीजिए. Rahul, don't worry about this. Everything you will get in this PDF. Just revise it. I'm going to share this PDF in the Telegram channel. Download it, revise it. It is more than enough. Okay. Also, one very important thing I am going to tell you is how to attempt the paper. Guys, whenever you start the paper, now first scroll through all the questions. Once you scroll through all the questions, now you will find some of the very easy questions. First attempt those questions. Right, and after attempting, now check how many questions you have attempted, how many questions you have left. Your target should be around 20 attempts with 80% accuracy. This is my target. If you can do this now, even if you can do 70%, that is fine. So try to solve it, try to do it very in a proper way, okay, so that you can get the maximum benefit. Download this PDF, revise it, and you are good to go, guys. Right? All the very best. I am with you. God is with you. Take care, guys. Jai Hind, everyone.